Hi, and welcome to the Route to CISO podcast. It's me, Chris Rides. I'm going to be your host, and I'm going to be chatting to seasoned Chief Information Security Officers about their career journeys. We're going to be unencrypting their real-life stories and searching for the hidden keys to help you fast-track your cybersecurity career. Yeah. Should you be doing a new resume for pretty much every role you go for? I'm a believer of yes, because you should have so much experience that you want to bring out different things for that role. So
that, and something that makes, like, you might, and lots of recruiters tell people, don't put like personal hobbies or that kind of crap onto a resume, right? And I get it, but part of me, I'm a human, and I remember random things. So I remember on a resume, if someone put, I'm into skydiving. Like, I don't know what the rest of the resume said, but I remember you're into skydiving, right? So I thought I'd talk to you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I agree wholeheartedly that when I see a resume, I'm like, this was clearly a resume used to apply for enterprise security companies who had like 30 to 50 people like teams, and you clearly haven't thought about this before you send it to me.
Yeah. I actually, I'm totally one that tells people to keep on that personal stuff. You've got to be memorable, right? Oh, people will probably not remember your name, but they might remember if he or she was a skydiver, right? Or who was that skydiver person's resume that we had? You know, there are definitely elements of stuff like that you should make personal. Otherwise, you're just the same as everybody else, right? So standing out a bit, I think, is important as well. And then let's say they get through to an interview. What's the things that's going to stand out when they get that opportunity?
I think you've got to do, we always talk about research, but I think research is like, I don't want you to read the company's website. Like, I want you to have done some real research. So like, I've had people before who have like gone through my background and asked me questions. I've been like, that's impressive. Or even more impressive, I've had people before who have gone and spoke to people who I know and have worked with previously, and have then come away really prepared. Like, they're not asking about the company or its problems, they're asking about me. And I'm like, you've clearly shown some effort, even if it's not relevant or always right. Like, you've shown some effort. I think that's number one. I think number two is working out what you're good at. Like, people come and they just want to prove they're a security generalist. I don't need generalists. Like, I need someone who's got a superpower. The rest of it I can teach you. And then the real fundamental one, and this is specific to security, I need you to solve problems. I don't care what experience you have. I don't care if you've got no experience whatsoever. If I can stick you in a hack the box, you might have no pen testing experience, but I bet you can probably work out some of it, because that's just, do you have the mindset to solve problems, and can you deal with stress and pressure? Like, I've got to a point, I think I've told you this before, but I got to a point where JDs are great, job descriptions, but sometimes I'm like, if it's not working, like, I'll go and introduce them to someone who I know, who I have, who's really good, or I know is really good, and say, go and find me a person like that. I don't know how to write a job description, but that's the person I want. So I think that's part of it in interviews. Like, how do you have that skill set to quickly identify what I'm looking for, and then to play up to it almost, like to make that your superpower. So I know that's a meandering thought, but I suppose if you condense it into one, what makes someone good in an interview? They're authentic, they understand what they're good at, and they understand what you want from them.
Yeah, if you can understand people's needs and requirements, and then you sell your skill set to those needs and requirements, you're going to do way better in an interview, because you're being specific and making sure that they know under no hesitation when they finish that interview, this person can do those exact things that they're looking for.